Hello everyone, welcome to the Learnerson channel. If you know me, I've been running this channel for a few years, been doing a few different things that had edited videos in the past. I've had my own little gaming channel. It was an horror channel, by the way. If you've been here for a while, you know, but if you're new to Twitch, YouTube, well, I like to be called Luna, and I'm mostly a Sims and Resident Evil streamer. As you can see, most of my videos on YouTube come from streams. I like to do different challenges, and this one that you'll be watching is one inspired by Resident Evil characters. First that we did was the outside, without spinning any wheel. We did this whole challenge based on aesthetics, colors, and feel of the characters coming from the franchise. It was one of those challenges that was voted on Twitter, I believe. It was a really interesting challenge, something that I probably will do again in the future. Here you can see me struggling a little bit with the rooftop of the house, which is not really a new thing for me. I'm not I don't think I'm good with roofs, but I try my best. If you've been around, you've seen a few challenges that I've done before. I've done one pack per room challenge, which consisted in every room was a different pack or expansion pack, DLC, however you want to call it. And this is the kind of the second one that I wanted to post on YouTube. I do believe this was very much more fun than the other. For obvious reasons. The banner you can see at the top is something that we were doing during February. We did a whole charity for homeless LGBTQA plus community. We raised about $220, thanks to the people over at Twitch and in my Discord. I'm still struggling with the roof here. This challenge was streamed during that time, and the old premise was basically have a lot of fun with the wheel and trying to see what we could have, come up with. It wasn't really something that I was like very disappointed in. I was actually really satisfied with how it came out. The whole premise at the end was very much inspired by sakura's, like Japanese trees, because of the purple aesthetic you'll see at the end. Not inspired Japanese house or anything like that. It's very much like a normal Western little house, something you will probably see in the suburb. Here we are spinning the wheel for the first time, and we get tofu, which was something that a lot of my people in my chat were actually excited about. I was too. It kind of was a very minimalistic tone, because tofu is white It's white tofu, like the name says, and we went for a minimalistic, cozy aspect, which is not something I go for a lot of times. I try to always add a little bit of color in my build, but I guess this is the premise of challenges, if you know what I mean. Here we're looking for some cozy chair to put at the little entrance of the house. Yeah, if you don't know, Tofu has been a character in Resident Evil for a while. His first appearance, I believe, it was in Resident Evil 2, and he was actually a special mode. So not a lot of people got to it and found out who he was. Very much loved by the fans. He was another special mode in Resident Evil 2 remake that came out a few years ago, and also Dark Side Chronicles. So he is very much tied with the RE2. Yeah, this build was a little bit here especially was a bit tricky because of the levels. We used a new platform feature that came in The Sims 4 recently. Really cool feature. Adds a little bit of detail to new houses. Here we're trying to center everything as much as I could. Yeah, this whole stream was really fun, and I believe even the people in the chat had lots of fun with it. We discussed about Resident Evil characters, and we tried to find some Easter eggs here and there, but we could only find one for Rebecca in the kitchen. Spoiler alert. The entrance here, the first bit, was actually one of my favorites. Here we spin, and again we get, like I said, we get Rebecca Chambers. Rebecca is usually thought with green aesthetics, but since we had Chris already, I thought we could go with the special remake Rebecca costume, which was a cowgirl costume. It was all based on natural brown colors, which made the kitchen very cozy, I should say. I didn't mind the kitchen. I think the kitchen was another aspect that I really loved about the house. Yeah, here we're putting up the wallpaper. Even the doors, I decided that even the doors have to be the color of whatever the wheel would decide. Here I was adjusting the levels a little bit, because it seems like there's a little glitch in The Sims where some levels adjust back to their normal form, and I don't like that. And it made me a little bit just a little bit frustrated with it. Every time I build with levels, it is a little bit frustrating, but I think it's worth the hustle because the house gains way more details. Yeah, we're using some of the counters and kitchen that I usually use in my normal builds, so it was actually really fun to use in this one. I didn't know how to do the kitchen. It's a really long kitchen. How I explained on stream that time, that it's very tricky when you have your own long kitchen. I used to have it when I was little with my parents, and the long kitchen is useful, but it's not really great when you have to push the table in it as well. I like the warm colors a lot. The little orangey brown here that I'm trying to place. Like Rebecca, I kind of used some different costumes from different characters, because there is some characters in Resident Evil that will happen to have the same color scheme as others. So take for example Leon and Jill. They both go with the blue. It's a type of different blue that Joe goes with, but um, I did want to use different colors like go together. So for me, putting Rebecca and Chris the same color was kind of repetitive. So my own like little challenge was looking through costumes that I love and taking the color scheme from them. Something that I think not a lot of people, could think of, because they would just associate one color with one person. But I do tend to think about it in a different way. I think it makes Rebecca a little bit more original as well compared to Chris. Here's a big kitchen appliance board, and I don't know where to put it, so I kind of got rid of it, and I put the one in the corner instead with the shelves. We're gonna decorate that one in a second. Yeah, we're trying to place a few different plants and different decorations. I think plants was a good idea for Rebecca since she's like the medic of the group. She's very much knowledgeable with this, with any type of plants. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, you can catch me on Twitch and YouTube. I stream during the week mostly. I stream during the week. I do Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, Fridays, usually at 11 GMT, so that would be UK time. We were putting a bunch of stoles. We actually placed a little bit chess piece on the corner, on the left corner of the kitchen, to resemble the RE0 puzzle, where you can do it as Billy or Rebecca. It's a puzzle that if you don't solve, I think you actually get some gas issues. So no, not the good kind of way. Now we're trying to divide a little bit more the first floor, trying to adjust some levels. Again, they were just glitching all over it. I don't know if it's actually normal a glitch or it's just me. I can't work well with them yet, but I guess we'll figure it out at some point. Here we're lowering that again and adjusting the levels. We're doing a little bit more of the outside to trigger my OCD, because why not? We're decorating the first floor with Ada Wong's aesthetics, so I went for black and red. vibe. I should say that red and black wasn't easy, but I did do one silly thing and not use the space for a table, which I put on the second floor instead, a table to eat. But it's okay, if you download this house, you'll just have to go upstairs to eat with your family. Here, trying to divide better space for a little bit of a service restroom. I was trying to, the house, the house structure is a little bit different from the usual things that I used to do, and I still do sometimes. I try to go for something a little bit different with the staircase, so you'll see me a little bit struggling with the staircase and trying to use and make space for objects that we're gonna place in this room. Here we're doing a little desk area. If your student works from home, or if you have a little kid that studies, it's always useful to have a little bit of a desk area in your house. Still trying to move the staircase in a way that I can put the desk over and kind of cover the staircase. My whole thing on stream was Sims can't really fall off staircases, right? So it wasn't really an issue to not put a fence over it, so I just rolled without it. And that started to furnish the little living room here. Here we are placing a sofa and trying to squeeze a TV in this room as well to make it a little bit more cozy. I don't mind the black sofa and the little black rug area. I thought it actually suited the red mood that we were getting into. I think this is really cozy area to sit again. I'm placing a little bit of candles around to light the space and make it a little bit more cozy. A little bit of a small chair to go to if there's 3 people in the house, they go watch TV at the same time. Some small decorations around, some plants, and then we finish it off with the lights. Here we just spin the wheel again and we got Claire Redfield. I went for pink Claire, inspired by Resident Evil 2, first costume that you ever see from the original. I didn't really know what to fill in this little bathroom, but I guess it came out how it came out and I'm okay with it. It's a little space. I didn't really think Claire would get a bathroom, but it's a very cute bathroom, I should say. Really friendly. very out there as well. Here we're adjusting a little bit of the house around, and then we go back to it. We add some rug in case your Sims want to wash their hands. It'll get a little bit wet on the floor. Here we're displacing some other additional things. I believe most of the objects in the house are usable, but yeah, I don't think you can reach that corner laundry basket. But your Sims will still able to put their clothes in it because it's automatic. Here we spin and we got 801 again, but I wanted to go different. Give a chance to have a character, so we got I believe we got Brad. Brad Vickers is a character who appears in Resident Evil 3 and Resident Evil 3 Remake. He also has a little small cameo in the first Resident Evil, but he flies off and leaves you to death in the match. He's a little bit of a chicken. His police vest is mostly yellow, and in every game he has appeared. So that's what we're going for. We're going for a golden / yellow. Here I'm doing a little bit of trying to plan the second floor, and then we're gonna start with the wallpaper. This house is available on my account, so if you have The Sims 4, you can download it under the ID origin tag the Lunar Sin, or you can even hashtag the Lunar Sin and you'll find it. It's a house with about 2 bathrooms, I believe, and 1 small, 1 big, and 2 bedrooms. So it's small, family friendly. We also played some dogs accessories in the house. I thought this house was very cozy and comfy that I would love to see a dog in it, going up and down the stairs, wiggling its tail around. It would be really cute. It will also make sense because the bedroom of the kid is a small kid bedroom. So why not have a little kid and the dog grow up together in this house? Would be lovely. Here we're adjusting a little bit cozy area again near the windows. So if your Sim wants to chill and read a book, they will be able to do it. We're doing some decorations here, and this is my new favorite thing to do. Put a stool and add some decorations on it. Randomly in whatever corner I can squeeze it, I'll do it. It's a new kind of deco I've kind of invented. I'm sure other people have done it, but I'm proud of it because I didn't really look up anything for it. I just came up with it one time while I was I think it was my actually Legacy Sims house when I was decorating their house, and I was doing it like that. There's a little bit of pillow there, or bing bang chair, do you want to call it, to lay your Sims legs on it so they can relax. This whole area was very yellow. Yellow is not a color I'm a big fan of, but the golden aspect of it made it look like a celebrity kind of place, which I don't mind. Here we're putting a normal wardrobe there, which can be used as storage if you want to, if you have a big imagination for it. Sometimes in our houses we do have little like drawers area where even if it's like in the living room or if it's in the hallway, we can do that, and we can just store some medicines or other little small things that we need during our time living in our house. In the back of the stairs, I used it for another little storage area. Another one of my big imaginations for this was whoever sim would be in it, they would have just moved and they would not know where to put other things. So I thought I could use the little space behind the stairs to make them, place some odd bits that they couldn't really unpack yet. So the behind the stairs is a little bit of everything. So there's some seasonal decoration, a guitar that maybe some sim that have used in the past when they were younger, a neat basket as well, and the light to brighten up the place a little bit. Here we're doing the bathroom next. This was actually the most exciting part for my boyfriend because he loves Hunk. It's one of his favorite all-time characters. So the bathroom here was completely black. It looked very royal in a sense, which I actually liked this bathroom for what it was. Yeah, I feel like the other aspects of the house being very colorful, it doesn't really quite fit well, but it's Hunk is very much different from the other characters as well, and that's what we love about him. He's in the shadows, and that's why he wears black and he wears a gas mask as well. His first appearance was very much like Tofu. The only difference is Hunk is very much canon character, and he was assigned to retrieve a sample of the G virus. So he's all about the work and very serious. So I think the black works really well for that type of mentality. If one of your sims is an agent, then this bathroom is for them. Here we're adding some lights in the living room to finish it off. Here we go upstairs and we spin the wheel once again. We got Leon. Leon was very much useful for the kids area. Very blue. Whether you want, whether your sims have a male kid, a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter. Blue is a color for everyone. It's a very peaceful color, and that's what I like about blue, and it is my favorite color as well. If you don't know Leon Kennedy, is originally a newcomer cop. He's a rookie, and despite him having yearned to know, experience, beside his training, he comes to Raccoon City and tries his best to escape and rescue some survivors. He's the poster boy of Resident Evil, so I'm sure you've heard of Leon Kennedy in the past. This room was very much inspired by him. There's another little Easter egg with a little siren on near the window. Here we go. There it is. Near the door. And it's a little light and it's super cute. So if your little kid wants to become a cop, then that's the perfect room for them. Here we spin again, and we're adding a door. We got Jill Valentine. I chose Jill's costume from RE5, so the room was gonna be very much purple. Again, Jill is a very much, poster girl for Resident Evil. She's been the first character to be introduced in the saga with Chris. She's a special police officer. She's part of the STARS team, so she's kind of a big deal. She's a very smart woman, a very beautiful woman as well. She's very much trained for whatever happens in the mentioned incident, and she's she's been almost everybody's favorite characters. She is very much like a original big female character like Lara Croft. Here we're adding a few things and details in. We put the bed. Everything is gonna be purple, which is not really a bad color for two parents. I think purple fits both personas, and it's a color that it's a mix of it's a mix of two prominent colors, and I wouldn't say it's as relaxing as blue, but it is a soothing color. The doors here on the third floor, they are different because I kind of thought when having a little kid, we might have the odd breakouts where they're going to color on the doors, and that's how they managed to have a purple door. So it's another little aspect that if you play in this house, if you play with a kid, it would make so much more sense. But again, it's up to you. You can use this house however you want, and you can change colors and furniture. I don't mind. Here we're spending one last time for the house inside, and we switching until we get Chris because he's the last one left. I tried really hard to get Chris, but it wasn't happening. Anyways, here's the little fence, and it's always a little bit tricky to do, but we got it done pretty well. Here, adding a little bit of a door for the balcony. If you don't know, Chris he was introduced with Jill in the first game. Again, he's part of the Stars team, and he becomes the BSAA captain later on. He's a very much character who's all about the job, but he's a very dedicated person, as well as with his friends and family. We're finishing up some details in the hallway. Everything's kind of green. I didn't think I liked this green so much, but I do. It's a very bright hallway. The whole house, I think it's, if you want to, I think you'll have a blast to live in it, especially if you love Resident Evil. Again, we're trying to do something with the door so you can actually tell there's a kid living in the room. Adding a few posters around. Another basket for your laundry. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a laundry place in here. Here we're spinning for the outside, so we're finishing up the house. I didn't really care which character we would get, but we got Jill, which kind of makes sense. Being one of the biggest characters in the franchise, she deserves the she deserves the exposure of being the manufacturer of decorating the rest of the outside. Here we're adding a few other details in the house before going outside. Fixing the windows, making it a little bit, as it does makes more sense to add windows. It's actually something that I really do want to start doing the house, but I didn't do it properly until later on in this because I didn't know which character we would get at the end, so I wanted to match the windows with the color. So the windows are purple too. A very bright house, so much outside. Here we're coloring the whole place. Yeah, we're gonna color it with two colors. We're gonna do it and make it look a little bit more tidier on the outside. I was trying to think about a roof detail that we could add, but I ended up using a flag. And then other little details, and now going on the yard and doing the little floor. We actually went for a little rainbow mailbox in this house, if I recall. Really cute. You will see in a little bit. My chat really liked it, since it was, you know, on point with the Trevor Project charity that I was doing. Here we're adding a few lights to make the outside a little bit more friendly. Adding a few dogs, additional games and toys, a little kid area as well, few relaxing spots for the parents, and I think we're adding a grill as well out here. Oh, we also have this little room that it's another little storage for the outside. It's something that where you will leave like broom and things to clean the garden, where you would park your bike. Here's the grill, so your sim can actually eat outside if you want to. Yeah, this is pretty much the build. It's coming together slowly. I hope you really enjoyed this first voiceover. I tend to do more. I'm just a little sick, so I'm not like super happy to have done this today. There's a few things happening that kind of made me squeeze this voiceover. So it's a little bit rushed. Yeah, I really had tons of fun doing this challenge. I'll probably do another Resident Evil challenge. We talked about a Sailor Moon challenge as well, because I'm a big fan of Sailor Moon, always been. Here we're now doing a little fountain to add a few details. Yeah, the name of the house was actually decided by the chat, so as you can see, the chat is very much involved in this build that I do. So if you want to stop by my Twitches, twitch.tv/thelunarsim. Again, I'm live during the week. I live in the UK right now, so keep in mind it's gonna be GMT time. I always try to squeeze in a build every now and then, so you can always catch me. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching the build, and I hope you download it, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope your sim have a good time living here. Stay awesome.